background, I remember, I think, are you a SAP analyst or project analyst? You're analyst, right?
Yes, FICO analyst. Yeah, right.
What is FICO analyst?
FICO analyst. SAP FI.
Okay. I'm not so familiar with the whole.
Okay. Yeah.
But just to okay, you're an analyst, and just for my understanding, would you consider to be a consultant, or what means SAP consultant to you? Maybe we start with that. So being a SAP consultant, is that something you think it's nice? It would be, let's say, a next level, or do you is analyst, let's say, what you want to do?
Right. So to be a SAP consultant is, as you said, is my next level. SAP consultant here in the States, in the United States, means is a contractor, is a kind of contractor job. Now, what I'm doing is now in my current job with TechEdge, Nimble TechEdge, is as analyst. You know, it's a hiring or a hired consultant. So I consider as a consultant, but working for the company. So this terminology or this statement refer to a kind of job that what you are doing, or a kind of employment. So we have a consultant in the company, and we have analysts. We both are doing the same job, the same. They have the same job description, they have the same task, and they are doing that, or they are, you know, working together on same issues or in same projects. In our company, the main difference between the consultant and the analyst is the employment type of employment. So the consultant is a contractor. So with 1099 forms, that means that they are a contractor, and we assign him a task or a project, and he he has to report periodically, like monthly or weekly, whatever, the hours and the activities, and he will get compensated based on the performance. While while the analyst is working a full-time job, and so there is no cap for the hours. So sometimes we are working 12 hours a day, or like 50 hours a week, and sometimes we are working during coronavirus and pandemic. We work almost like 25 hours a week, but we have a stable compensation. We have a salary, so we are a salaried employee.
Okay, that's interesting. So I thought this is really a different role. So that a consultant is more this person who helps the client, let's say, who is helping the client to whatever, adapt,
right.
and explain, and who is in the middle. So that is more, let's say, what was my understanding. But it's interesting to hear that. So I would like to start, and I give you a this slide. I just need to put that here. Okay, I share my screen now with you, so you will see here. Just imagine you are on LinkedIn and you would see this post. Just so you have the post, but this will be the picture, and it's a slide, so you can then slide these slide through the different images. Just think out loud. What do you think? How does that capture your attention?
5 common. SAP consulting. Yeah, this is, I mean, a consultant could be a person who help, you know, to get the picture clear, or to get any situation clear to the clients or to the users, help them to reach the level that they want, or reach their target, or sorry, the result they want from the system, or from SAP, from SAP, that get them by customizing, enhancing, or you know, or even implementing a new methods and that is already existed. So either to find a new method, or implementing the existing methods in the system. A consultant could be functional or technical. Consultant.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Exactly. But when you think of using social media, you are on social media. You are on LinkedIn, at least. So we get in contact via LinkedIn. Do you use or how do you use social media to learn and inform yourself?
To learn or inform. Yeah, by following the leader in the market or industry for SAP, and following and getting updates on what's going on now with the new, the new innovation, and you know, SAP now has every day has something new, and they are creating every day. They are delivering a new solution or whatever. So yeah, by following the leader in the industry and in the market, either, you know, a people or a company, consulting company.
And if you now would stumble upon, or this would be in your feed, would you, how would you think about this post, if you would see this post? So maybe it is easier when just a second, I will show you how that would look like. Just a second. Maybe then it gets a bit easier. I just made a screenshot from the, okay. So just imagine this is now in your feed on LinkedIn. How interesting it is for you? Let's say the topic.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Okay.
I will absolutely. I would follow.
Okay. So you would. So you have also these, you know, these arrows, so that you can see. You can now click on them. So then you would have. This would be the first. Then let's go to the next one. So I hope it's you can see that.
Okay, so here I'm a functional consultant or a functional analyst. So when I see you need an IT background, I don't have IT background. I have a business background, right?
Yeah. Sorry, it's about the misconception. So you have the first misconception. You need an IT background, and then the answer is no.
No,
you don't. Okay. You don't need so
that's okay. That's perfect.
It's just these misconceptions, because people think that they need an IT background, but no, you don't need. So just continue reading. So this is the first misconception, and how that's solved.
This is what I was. Yeah, this is what I was. You know, talking about. So functional consultant and more business process, right? A few years of experience as business, absolutely correct.
Then we go to the next one.
That's right.
What do you think about this?
Yeah, the kind of, so this is correct. My comment here is sometimes travel, you are absolutely right. The travel will be reduced, but sometimes traveling to clients, because here in US market, it's a very, let's say, big or wide and large market. So we have a customer in the East Coast, West Coast, North and South, and Central. So
I can imagine.
Yeah. So before now, maybe this works. This works now because of the pandemic and restriction on the traveling. But I'm talking about 2019. I used to travel twice a month. To either East or West Coast California, and even Central. So, and this is not, it's not required, but I think the goal or the purpose just to always build the relationship with the customer.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah, right.
It's not required, but better to business, better to grow your business is to build the relationship with the with your clients by visiting clients in their field or field trip, and build a strong relationship with the business process owners, right? And a client with some the key user there. Sometimes by meeting face to face, it's gonna building strong relationship with the client and long relationship. It's not required. What you mentioned is right. But yeah, what you mentioned here, it's right. It's not required. But in other hand, it
helps.
It helps. It helps maintain or grow your business and enhance your business relationship.
And I think it's also, so I didn't write that because it is from the people from let's say people who are consultants and from the company, so they wrote it because I don't have any experience in that field. But what I heard that there is also the thinking, or there are also use cases that consultants are only on projects, and if the project is over and they are not assigned on another project, then they get fired. So this is also something like downtime between projects. This is how I understand it, can be used for self-development. So that might be not true in all companies, but it's for sure true in some companies. So at least it's that's why this it's a misconception. It's not. So you can have a work-life balance, but I think if I understand you right, it is a topic. It is a important topic, right? The work-life balance. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So
okay.
work-life life balance is very, very important, because I've seen people or consultants just switching and moving between, the companies, and the reason was is just, we are working 60 hours a week, and so this is some account, and sometimes we have or they have an emergency call for those companies who is working 24/7, right? So they have some emergency calls, like maybe at midnight or early morning. So this is gonna be very, very important, that the work-life balance.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, then there is another misconception.
Yeah.
And
most of the people, most of the new consultant, or the people who is willing to work in this, they are asking, how many experience do I need to be a consultant, right? So yeah, that's right.
Okay, so I don't have the full text, but so this is just in the end. Then I would like to get your feedback on how you feel about this page. So there will be like 5. It's not yet ready, but there will be 5 misconceptions, and after each misconceptions, you have the solution. So it's so this is the misconception. It is not always like that, but blah blah blah. So this is just the style, how it's made, and this would be the end of this journey. And when you just read that, how do you feel about it? How does that speak to you? What do you think?
It looks good. It looks good, actually. And yeah, I'm just doing down the education. So it looks good. Most of the company now, they hiring a junior or fresh graduated people, right? And training them to be consultant. So I think this is the trend now in the very near future for the job for the job market. That's seems good. And consultant. This could be this is actually the end, right, of your
yes, just
okay.
there are these
So
5 misconceptions with the solution in between, and then you have this.
Okay, so there is one more point I just want to keep to your attention.
Yeah, right.
You know, SAP is offering now the education opportunity or training opportunity for the people who's willing to be a consultant, or who wants to start the career, launch a new career in. But actually these or those courses, or those let's say education certificate, or whatever, those professional certificate, it costs a lot of money. So to be so to work in if you mentioned you may need a business experience, right, in the previous in your first slide, or number 8 or number.
Yeah, so the slides are not about you need this to become the consultant, or this to go to. So it's just it's just to catch, to catch the eye or to catch the attention of people who might be interested then in becoming a SAP consultant.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that's why I would like to know how interesting, let's say, all these headlines these topics are. So if that someone who, like you, are not a consultant, but might consider being a consultant, how interesting these topics are. So that's what I would like to know.
Right. If you can just go back to page number 9.
Sure. 9. Okay.
Okay. Functional consultants are more business process oriented. A few years of experience as business analyst or day-to-day duty involving SAP are perfect. Okay, so here you didn't mention anything about the education, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I don't know how relevant it is. You know, I didn't write the text.
No. That's fine.
So
we are discussing here. You know, this is a conversation. I'm not judging or not.
Yeah. I just I cannot tell you if it's needed. So that's I don't know, actually.
So so this slide, it looks mostly for the people or for the for the people with business experience, right?
With a business experience, a few years of experience. That's how I read it. Yeah,
right. So those are your target. Are you targeting this kind, or this group with the business experience? And usually with the business experience, they have at least a minimum level of education, right? So
you mean university or something like that?
Yeah, is that correct? Or
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So I guess
Let me tell you something, because some even the people with high school, people in high school, they can do that, but they are missing the the business experience, because in a high school graduated, it's like a kind of 18 or 20 years old. They're missing this one, but they can still educated himself. They can involve, in SAP education program.
Yes.
So if you're groups, so if you're right, if you are targeting groups of people who has a business experience, we are avoiding these, this like high school graduated people or fresh graduated people.
I think it's not fresh graduated. So how I understood, they need to have at least 2 to 3 years of business experience, but it doesn't need to be a consultant. It can be something else. So that's and if someone has other kinds of experience and is longer in the market, but has at least a few, let's say a specific, I don't know how long you need to work with SAP, but you need to have kind of a SAP knowledge. However, how big it is, I don't know exactly how they consider that, but it is.
So I know a company here in the United States, and it's a very big company. They hire people. They hire people graduated from the college, with zero experience, and they training them, and they paying for their certificate, for SAP certificate, and they are pushing them into a training program, and they are to be a junior consultant. Within 2 years, they become a consultant. So do you think, I don't know. I'm giving you idea how the hiring, how the company now these days, how the company are hiring or planning, strategic planning for, because the consultant, to hire a consultant now you know, it's costly. It's very, you know, the consultant, they have higher salaries than whatever. But to build a consultant, it's easier, and it's not cost as much as
I
the
think
hiring.
exactly. Yeah, I think that's the solution here. So
Right.
So I would like, because we are already half an hour now in
No,
our
no, no,
call.
that's
So
fine.
I'm okay.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry
Okay.
about that.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just I will help you. No worry about that.
Okay, so this is, it's CBS America. You see that here. So I don't have the logo because it doesn't matter. It's more about so I'm interested in the communication, how that resonates, how the headlines resonate. But just to give you the idea, I think you already captured the most important thing. It is a training concept. It is a let's say this career exploration journey. It's because we are doing a talent sprint to find out who would be a good fit for the company, because they want to hire several people, not only one person, but several people, and then they will be trained. And because they already have experience, it's just to give them the certificate. They talked about a certificate, so I don't know what is the exact steps. I just know that I think it is a 6-week or 7-week program where they are really working with one person of the company. So they have mentoring, they have training, and in the end they are also certificate. But they will be, let's say, they will hired, and then they are there, and they get step by step trained on this being a consultant. So that's how I understood.
Okay,
I'm
so
not involved in that program. I'm just involved in the steps before, let's say, in the communication and this talent sprint.
Right. One more question. Do they pay for? Are they paying for the SAP to obtain his SAP certificate?
So I understood is that they get hired, and then they start with this program. This is how I understood it. I didn't ask more questions about the program. Just I know that it's like 6 or 7 weeks. And like I understood, it is about hiring these people. It's not about just training, but it's really hire them, start with this program, and then starting to work. So they work then in the company. So this is what I understand. And let's say, just there's another. So when you see, yeah, please.
Okay, go. Let's review. Just do a quick review again, starting from this is the start of the.
Let's say, okay. You will. This will be in your feed, and then.
Can you put the misconceptions in one word? or
yeah,
this is hard,
you mean because it's like the inceptions, you mean because of that you cannot read it so well?
Yeah, because to be frankly, I didn't get it the first time until you said that, until you told me that the misconception. I said, now I'm right. But
that's so helpful. That's so helpful. Thanks. Yeah. Sure. So, we find always a solution. Yes. Okay. It's a good.
Let's go to page number page number 5.
So then you have this, and then so this is the first slide. Then it's this one.
And IT upgrade. Okay. Next. Okay, next. Next. Okay, last one.
And there still will be, so this is all I have here, but there still will be two more. I don't have them right now. But maybe you can tell me what is another misconception you would expect or that's relevant for you. They say, oh, I don't want to be a consultant because of.
Right. You covered the IT background, and you covered the work-life balance, and now you're given the experience, the IT background, work cover. Okay, what else? Should we cover the education, like the consultant, or we can consider this already covered with the IT background?
Yeah, education might be
yeah, like a bachelor degree or something like that, because some high school graduated people, they can do that by working with the with the consultant and having the SAP certificate. So they can be that, they can do that. Let's see what's so you cover the functional and technical, and then what can the consultant be?
It doesn't matter. So you don't need to maybe if you have an idea, but what I would like to show you next is something. Just let me. So there in the post there will be let's say you can download a PDF or you can get a PDF, and this is to get in touch. So if someone is really interested in becoming a consultant, so this is all about value. It is not about hiring. So it's not like, hey, become a new hire here in our place, but it's about giving people value. So with the value, if they are interested, they want to be in contact, but it is more so this is our approach to give value to the people and then get in touch with them. So it's more a giving before taking. So what I'm interested here, because here we are just putting that together and they are writing. So what are easy steps, or what are steps, tips and tricks to become an SAP consultant? Because they have young people, they have older people, so they are putting together their knowledge, what they did to let's say apply, and what they read, what they did as an education, and so on. So this will be a value PDF, but I would like to know what would be something you would consider, so that you give either your email address, or you write a DM to a person, or maybe you make a comment. These in some posts, you can just, there's written, okay, if you want to get this PDF, please write me in the comment. What would be something you would consider to, let's say, approach them to get the PDF? And what would you expect? What would be a valuable PDF or valuable content for you? What would you expect?
So by providing the email address, this is the most common approach, right? Email address, email address is going to be good communicate and to follow up with people. And the expected, it's going to be PDF with a little bit more information or more details on what the next step, what's required, what I have to take, what the action should I take to be a consultant, or to start the new career, right? So maybe with a little bit more information or details in the slide, it's going to be helpful with of course, your email, or a team who can follow up and give and ready to answer more queries or more questions from from the interested person.
And another question. So because this should be, let's say, a very low level, there should be no barrier to get this PDF. So it shouldn't, so you shouldn't, if you, for example, don't consider to change or to change career or to change jobs, but you think, there might be something interesting. I want to get the information, but I don't want to be hired. I don't want to be, how do you say that, bothered
I don't want to
by
take
someone.
action. Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to take action now. I just wanted to keep in mind for
exactly
future planning. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is
Would
what
you
you
then,
should to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Would you then, exactly. So it should be also not specific. It's not specific to the company, but it's just in general. What can you do to become a SAP consultant? Would you also, for example, just type into the comment that you are interested? Would that be also an actionable step, that when you have this post, that you then write in the comment, I would like to get it? Because that would be maybe much more easier than going to a page and give the email address. What do you usually do?
For personally, I would say, or I would provide my email address to get it that an easier way. But of course, for marketing purpose, or for if you have people to follow up, with them, and to read all the comments, then that's fine. Yeah, I'm interested, so somebody will get connected with them.
Exactly.
Right?
Then you get the link.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. May I ask you another question? I'm really sorry that you're a bit late.
Go ahead.
So is there, what would be a reason for you to change jobs? Is there something you say, okay, this might be a reason?
So to change a job, people here in the United States, they are always changing the job. They are not satisfying with the career, not satisfying with the situation, or getting tired of doing the same or routine job. They are inspiring with the technology, so they will probably changing the job to be in more, and also the higher compensation would be the top reason, and priority for most of the people. So changing the career is more challenging, but also for the young people, they are more motivated. They are motivated by compensations and the challenging, and the innovation with the new technology. So yeah, I would say this top 3 reason to change the career.
I don't know if you know, but in Germany, it's much different. So in Germany, we are in jobs for forever, or there are people there. They start and end in the same company.
And I know. I was working in Middle East before moved to United States, and there. I used to meet people, interview people, the job applicants, and asking, one of the questions, why you left this company? Why, looks like you are working a couple of years in this company or in that company. So I don't feel there's a stability of whatever, But here in the United States, you can change your job every other month. So it's not. It's important if you stability of the work, and this is one thing also you can add it, or you can mention that environment or work environment, it's stable. With working with to be a consultant, it's more stability or more work environment. You know, so this is very important even here, even for the people in the United States, because the stable, the stable of work.
Okay, it seems so. What I saw also when I was looking for people like you, you know, I typed in SAP analyst. So I saw also in the profiles a lot of different jobs from people. So it's more people change more jobs than in Germany.
Yeah,
but it's maybe because of the culture. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I really want to thank you a lot. It was really a pleasure talking to you, meeting you. and I got a lot of information. So I will send you the voucher to the email address which I just which I used for the invitation, and maybe just a last yeah, thank you. And maybe a last question. So if you are in general interested, and I'm not in charge of anything about hiring, but if you are in general interested in, let's say, in the company or in anything SAP consultant related, and you say, okay, I'm interested in getting some information, just let me know and I will provide you some information.
Sure, of course, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for offering this.
Yeah, because this is just an interview, so I don't want to get into this hiring. I'm not let's say I'm not just, I want to